Atlanta, I know that regardless of who you are or where you live, that you are certainly having some anxiety. You're anxious about the situation. And I believe, not that what I believe matters at all, because I'm not an epidemiologist, I'm not an economist, but the reality is I believe that what we're going to experience is a bounce. I think we are going to hit the bottom sometime in the next couple of weeks, and I think that the economy and everybody's lives will just bounce right back up, and hopefully very quickly we will be back to normal. At least that is my hope. Some other things that I've heard people are doing to make the best of their time while they're quarantined, separated from others. I'm seeing a lot of people who are going out hiking, certainly keeping social distance. I've seen people fishing. I've seen some very impressive pictures of bass, largemouth bass caught at Lake Lanier. I'm also seeing people doing all kinds of creative things with online meetings. My guess is that most of you, if you're listening, you've probably done more online, Zoom or Join Me or GoToMeetings or whatever site you're using. You've done more of those in the last 3 weeks than you've probably done in your entire life. In fact, I think some people are going through and having Zoom or online meeting fatigue. And it's interesting to think that we would go from not doing any online meetings to, oh my gosh, now I've got online meetings for 4 or 5 hours a day, which is certainly too much. But I've seen people do some very interesting things during these online meetings. Number one, I've seen companies all over the country doing online happy hours. So once a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whenever it is, everybody gets together. They spend an hour online. They talk. They drink. I actually joined an online happy hour of a company in Houston, one of my clients, and the online meeting seemed to be working because several of the people who were talking seemed like their tongues were not working anymore due to the amount of alcohol they had been consuming. So at least it sounded like they were having fun. And they were doing things to create that sense of community. They were doing things to solve their need for that human contact. We're social animals. We're social creatures, and we certainly need that. I have also seen a team right here in Metro Atlanta doing Zoom meetings. They did an online show and tell during their Zoom meeting, which I thought was very, very creative. I have seen people playing online games. I'm not sure exactly what they were playing, but there were 6 or 8 of them on Zoom, and they had a separate screen open, and they were playing some game, and it really seemed like they were having some serious competition. And then I've seen a family having a family reunion. They were supposed to have a family reunion in April, and they had family in, don't quote me, but I want to say Ireland, England, and maybe New Zealand. And I thought that was just the coolest thing, that you had people who were in South Carolina, several places in the U.S., and then 3 or 4 other countries, and they were doing their family reunion right on Zoom. So hopefully every single person who's out there is listening. Hopefully you're finding plenty of activities to do to keep you and yourself and your family busy and do what we're calling our cortisol reduction program.